Sophie Grigg, senior researcher at Survival International, joining us from London. Hi, Sophie. The fact that Allen Chau wanted to promote Christianity, and that was the motive of that trip to the island, was known earlier. But what do you make of the latest findings that he was backed by a larger group? This was a part of a larger plan to promote Christianity and reach out to the last known uncontacted tribe in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely convinced how organised a trip this was still. The All Nations, the head of the All Nations missionary group is now referring to him as All Nations missionary Allen Chau. But I don't think it's very clear that he was really working as a plan for them. They've stopped short of saying that. He definitely was trained by them in the past, and they obviously were aware of his interest in the Sentinelese. But I think it's still a little bit unclear whether they really knew exactly what he was doing and sent him there.
Right, and through your communications so far with some of those concerned, as far as this case is concerned, what have you been able to pick up, Sophie, on what the motive really was for that visit?
Well, I think it definitely was a attempt to take Christianity to the Sentinelese. I mean, incredibly misguided attempt. He didn't know their language. I don't know how he thought he was going to be able to pass on anything about his religion to them when he couldn't communicate with them. The missionary group has also made comments about, he had medical training. He had done a degree, as far as we can understand, in sports medicine and exercise medicine. That does not equip him to cope with the potentially devastating epidemic that his presence there is likely to give to the tribe. You know, he's talked about having a few days or in quarantine, but he was then travelling with fishermen who hadn't been quarantined. The suggestion that he took precautions or he was equipped or trained in any way that may have stopped his mission being still incredibly dangerous for the Sentinelese, I think is completely unfounded, and I think it was an incredibly dangerous thing for him to do.